Many people, including yourself, are predicting that Bitcoin will eventually surpass gold in market value, likely making Bitcoin the most valuable asset in the world by market cap. When do you think that could happen, and what do you think are the catalysts that'll get it there?
I'm not sure when it will happen, but I'm pretty sure it will happen. And the reason I think so is because Bitcoin is gradually acting and becoming a store of value. Sometimes it's super volatile and, goes down in these major crises because it's the only thing trading on the weekend when these crises are happening. Iran is bombing Israel and Bitcoin is getting bombed too. But I think that that's starting to change. I was been super encouraged by how well Bitcoin has acted during this very difficult time in the markets with the fear of tariffs. And I think that it's really great to see that. It hasn't performed as well as gold, but it's kind of isolating itself from tech stocks, which, is great to see that decoupling, which we haven't seen very much of in prior crises. And so that's encouraging. It makes sense to me because Bitcoin isn't subject to tariffs. It's not reporting earnings that people have to get anxious about, and there's no counterparty risk, so there's a lot of reasons why it should act like a store of value. And gold has performed so well that it's gotten to the point where the valuation on gold is starting to make people scratch their heads and think, oh, I need an alternative. And then when you think about the future, it just seems so logical that you need a digital store of value. We're all so digitally oriented now, especially our younger generations who are, going to grow up very much not into physical gold, but into digital gold. And so to me, I think that's the path, is that like, how long does that take? Another generation of kids who will say like, wow, I didn't know you could actually own gold as a store of value. That's crazy. That's like, having a landline phone.